Hi, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Today is Sunday, June 8th, 2025, and you are safe. So, my default mode to these questions. Hey, how are you? You okay? You good? You need anything? Do you have any questions? Do you need help with anything? Is, yeah, I'm okay, I'm good. Yeah, thank you so much. I will let you know if I have any questions. And then I'll proceed to ask nothing. Um, I think a lot of times it's because I don't know what to ask. I don't know who to ask. I don't know what to ask for. I don't feel that I can ask really fully. Um, yeah. Um, Oftentimes I'll be talking about just within my own space or like in these shares about things that I've already pretty much talked about before, and I feel like I can become a burden to people if I just shared all my stuff all the time, right? And so I just don't, and I don't ask for anything. I just kind of sit with my things and try and figure things out on my own. And if if I were to bring 1% more consciousness, awareness, truth to my experiences and or what I'm sharing with people, I would and could say that everything is not fine. I am not okay. And that's like, it's a freeing thing to be able to say, but it's also like sometimes it makes me feel like I'm not appreciative. I'm not coming from this place of gratitude, and so like I feel bad about that, right? But it's part of it. I should be able to say that like to the right people who'd be able to like lend an ear or whatever. And I guess I don't do that as often as I could or should in my relationships and stuff. And one of the things I was thinking about is like, I don't particularly like want or need advice about the thing. Like, oftentimes, like, I'll know what I have to do. I'll know like where the thing is coming from, what the root cause of it is, and oftentimes I just like want somebody to like hear me, or just like to have a space to like say the thing for the 100th and 200th and 1,000th time, and not feel weird about that. Like if I'm still processing through a thing, like I want to feel okay to continue to do that. And then another part of like why like I feel that way, like I feel guilty for um, like not being able to like ask for help and or like share more like truthfully of myself, is because I have a tendency to like listen to other people's things and like take it on like as my thing or like my responsibility, and I want to like caretake and people please and like give really simple answers to things, and or just like some like general like pick me up affirmation type thing, when a lot of times like it's very complicated things that we as human beings are dealing with. And um yeah, it's easier, I guess, to like stay at the surface level of things and or like sugarcoat like how like complicated and messy and ugly like things can be and feelings can be and thoughts and ideas and differences can be. And even drawing lines of like what's my responsibility, which versus like what's your responsibility, and then what's like our shared responsibility, and then drawing like healthy boundaries um, about those things can be tricky, can be challenging. And so I guess the easier thing is to not talk about the things. It's the easier thing is to, like, I'm just gonna stay over here. I'm gonna distance myself until, until I figure it out on my own. So you might not see me for a little while, or if I'm dealing with something that's like really, really painful, or feeling something that's really painful, but not really wanting to like process that, like, I'll just like pretend like it's not there, Yeah, my thing is like, I don't want to be the Debbie Downer, you know, yeah, but one, that's understandable, but two, like, I feel like a lot of people feel that way, so at least you wouldn't be like on your own in that like sadness, just saying. Yeah, I think today it's been really hard for me today to like get up and comb my hair and turn this camera on and start talking. And if I hadn't over the last couple weeks said that I was gonna keep coming back, I probably wouldn't, but I had to remember that I like made a commitment to myself to like keep coming back and keep trying. And a part of me is like, girl, I am tired. I don't wanna. And I guess we could say that about a lot of things, right? Like, well, what happened if I didn't go to work? Because I didn't feel like it or I was tired, What would happen if I didn't like do my chores, because I was tired, like things wouldn't get done, and I wouldn't be in a good place. So I'm not feeling 100%, but I'm here, and that counts for something. Yeah, I think it's important for me to remind myself to continue to show up in this space, even when I don't feel like it. Because I know that this is somewhere where I can be myself, and I want to offer the space for other people to be able to feel like they can be themselves, and with all of the messiness that the gray brings, the complicated, the complex, I want to say that I want to respect your feelings, your thoughts, your perspective, and your lived experiences, and the differences that we have between us, and just allow you to fully be you. And in order for me to be able to do that and to offer that, I have the opportunity and the privilege to tend to my own needs and check in with myself and take care of myself. And something that I was thinking about this week is asking myself better questions, asking my body better questions. And I had to look this up because I was like, I don't know what to ask. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to be like inquiring about. So I looked some stuff up, and after that I just kind of sat with it, and then I looked it up again this morning, and these are the questions that I wrote out after. Especially for when it's difficult to pinpoint what is this feeling or sensation that I'm experiencing. Where did this thought come from? What will help you feel better? What will help you be able to start to move forward? What will help you feel more comfortable? What will help you feel more willing? What do you need? What are you trying to say? And when, where does it hurt? I think these questions help me to be able to acknowledge that, not everything is all good. Everything is not fine. And that's okay. Sometimes the pain feels like insurmountable. But it doesn't have to. There are resources available. There are people available. And I can trust that the answers will come as needed if I am patient with myself, if I'm patient with my body, and if I'm being attentive and listening properly, then I'll be able to hear what it is that I need. So for me right now especially, it's just a matter of like revisiting certain like memories and experiences, not because I want to get anything out of it or like feel like I can check something off or whatever, but just so that I can understand a little bit better. Like I can understand the experience itself a little better, and then understand myself and like what I need a little better. And I can offer myself compassion through that time that I'm spending tending to my body, tending to my mind, and I can just tell myself that it's okay, like whatever state I'm in with things, like it's okay to like feel that thing. And oftentimes it feels like, man, I should be like over this thing, like I already kind of talked about it and like processed it and I was good, and like something will happen out of nowhere, like some thought will come out of nowhere, and then I'm like, what? Wait a minute, and then that just makes me feel bad. But that's part of the process. That's part of the recovery journey. That's why they say keep coming back. Yeah, I just want to offer myself support and reassurance that I'm here as someone who has self-abandoned throughout the years. Like it's been a challenge to believe that I can trust myself to be able to take care of myself. And these shares help me to believe that I can trust myself, that I can be reliable and dependable, and that's something that I really need for myself first and foremost, so then I can like offer that reliability and dependability to other people that I care about or want to like establish more meaningful, deeper connections and relationships with, right? And yeah, that doesn't happen overnight either. Like I have to respect the timing of that, of being able to like build that trust, So yeah, it looks like doing the same things over and over, right? Talking about the same things over and over, maybe from like a different angle, maybe with a new thought or a new like resource to apply to it or something, and then like offering myself time to like not take myself so seriously and offer myself like lighter moments of like fun and relaxation and things like that, so that there's like a little bit more balance there too. And so one thing I've been noticing and learning this week is that doesn't come from me naturally. Like I don't just self-generate the wisdom needed to be able to access the appropriate resources and apply them to whatever the particular challenge or situation is. Like, I don't know. I don't know. The amount of things that I know is very limited. The amount of energy that I have is limited, you know. My capacity to understand and then act on like that understanding in the like accurate way, like in which I intend, is limited, you know. And so I like the idea of and like the practice of saying that, like, you know, I start here and end here, you know, I'm finite. And so, like, what can I do, like, about that, right? Like, what can I turn to? And so for me, like, I've needed to establish and reestablish something greater than myself, or like an understanding of something greater than myself. And that's been a slow process too. Yeah, especially in moments and times where like I've been let down or I've been hurt or even like experiencing abuse and everything that is. I've questioned God and or the idea of God and like God's presence in my life, and like, does God even care? And if so, like, why do these things happen? Why have these things happened? But today I choose to believe that God hears me and God understands and cares and has a plan for my life. I think that makes me feel safe. That makes me feel like my life and my, like, what I have to hold feels manageable. And then I don't have to be God. I don't have to take on the cares of the entire world, you know. And I can I can just set certain things down and believe that God will provide the things that I need, so that I can keep coming back and keep moving forward, even in moments when I don't feel like it, when I feel like turning the other way and being like, I changed my mind, I'm out. This is too much for me. I can't do this, you know. Yeah. So, Coda reminds me that I can do the work. And my life is worth doing that work. I think one of the things that I was thinking about earlier in the week, and I want to share in my voice recordings about this a little bit more, but I had this feeling, I was remembering this feeling that I get from time to time of like feeling worthless. And that's a feeling that I struggle with from time to time, especially when I'm like doing new things, I'm in new environments, or I'm being challenged in a particular area and I'm not doing well in it. You know, I don't feel good enough. I feel worthless. And right now, like the last week, I've been like taking pictures of myself, right? And I don't feel as negatively about looking at my pictures as I have in the past, but I still feel like I don't know how to pose. I don't know where my hands should be right now, you know. And so I feel like inadequate, right? And so whenever I'm doing things that like I'm uncomfortable with, or talking about things that like make me feel uncomfortable, this feeling of like worthlessness comes up. And I share that because like I know that like in order to have healing in those areas, and as I talk about the things, like I have to continue to like be honest with myself, and like that means like being vulnerable about those things, and then that means like feeling safe to do that, right? So for this upcoming week, I want to remind myself something that I can do to help me um, to tend to those feelings, and to like feel a little bit more relieved of them, is step 11 of recovery. Step 11 says, sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood God, praying only for knowledge of God's will for us and the power to carry that out. And the step 11 prayer that I want to finish this share with is, in this moment, I quiet my thoughts and open my mind and heart to God's guidance for me. In this moment, I feel the gentle peace that conscious contact with God allows. If I am troubled and in doubt, or joyful and serene, I turn to God. I know my path will be revealed, and the way to my highest good will be made known. So with that prayer, I offer myself encouragement and lots of hugs, and I pray that you experience the serenity that you need to be able to move through the complexity in the gray and come out on the other side victorious. Love you, babe. Bye.